Rocking with pettyblog.com.
I can't be on the petty blog.
I wonder what pet tea means. Like, does she have a pet that she really likes? Petty and tea. I'm so dumb.
So they already know that I'm dropping the tea. So let's get right into it in case you missed it. Plus, here are some updates. The Tory Lanez trial is taking a toll on Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend, Pardison Fontaine. And during Meg's emotional testimony on Tuesday, she spoke about the effects that it's having on her and her boyfriend, Pardi. She said, "I feel disgusted, I feel dirty, my own partner is embarrassed. You know, of having to constantly see her sexual history be put on blast." She said, "I can't even be happy. I don't want to talk to friends or family.
Today I really hate everybody, and that's just me being real."
And as y'all know, in her most somber moment on the stand, Meghann said that she wishes her life would have ended that night instead of having to endure being dragged in the public every day. "I don't want to live. I wish he had just shot and off me if I had to go through this torture." Pardison Fontaine called out Tory Lanez back in February following a wild back and forth between Megan and Tory on social media. The rapper and songwriter has been mostly mum on the situation since then. And now let's take a look at that wild back and forth from February. Meg posted this screenshot of the text messages that Tory was sending her, in which he wrote, "Meg, I know you probably never gonna speak to me again, but I genuinely want you to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I was just too drunk. Nonetheless, it should have never happened, and I can't change what I did. I just feel horrible." Okay, admission. He guilty. He guilty, y'all. But anyway, I mean, it's not funny, but it is, because I feel like Tory is finna go down and he don't even know it. But yeah, so in response to those text messages being exposed that Meg did delete, here's what Tory wrote. "Good D had me effing two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. Interesting. But speaking of two best friends, let's go over to her best friend. In reaction to the fact that Kelsey pled the fifth, here's what Keri Hilson had to say. "It's giving she took the money Tory allegedly offered Meghann to keep quiet. Shh. I know she and Meghann fell out, but after reading her testimony transcripts, it was obvious and strange that she didn't even want to defend herself from defense's implications. It's giving guilt of betrayal and hush money to me." Yeah, and Keri Hilson is right, because Kelsey was being very contradicting about what she was saying on that stand versus her previous 80-minute interview, in which she remembered everything with details of what happened from that night. Now, all of a sudden, her memory is shot, huh? Oh my. Mind you, the interview was only from September of this year, so that's 3 months ago. Make it make sense. And now she's talking about that interview was blurry, huh? Girl, what? Yeah, it's that hush money, huh?
Torey, are you ready to hear that recording of Kelsey's interview?
But it's all good because that interview was being played in court today. Yup, the whole 80 minutes of it. And here are the deets of what was said in that interview by way of Meghann Cuniff, who was giving us word-by-word play. She wrote, "Kelsey tells prosecutors about Tory saying something about Meg needing to tell her the truth, and Kelsey was confused. She tells prosecutors that Meg said something like, 'Kelsey, don't listen. He's trying to make you mad.'
We used to fuck on the low ski. She used to lie in my bed and go lie to your face and say I'm just a broski."
Next thing you know, the arguing began with Tory and Meg. Tory called Meg bitches and hoes. I stepped in and I said, you know, you're not going to talk to my friend like that. Kelsey also told him, honestly, when I argue, I just kind of say things that are hurtful too. She talked about Lanez threatening to shoot her, saying that she told him, if you shoot me, you shoot me. I guess it's my time to go. Then the argument turned to artistry. Kelsey said, Meg said that the only reason Tory is famous is because he did a remix with JACK HARLOW.
I'm out here with somebody's daughter, she calling me daddy, I'm somebody's father.
Tory is dissing Meg. I can't remember what he was telling her, but they just started hitting each other with their careers as an artist.
She told me that she wasn't feeling my music, I thought that she told me it's nobody harder.
Kelsey describes Meg getting out of the Escalade and she describes Tory shooting in detail. She says she turned at the sound of the second or third gunshot and saw Tory on the right front passenger side shooting over the door. Oh wow. And he asked if it was in Meg's direction, Kelsey said. Definitely in her direction, yeah, definitely in her direction. She described fearing for her life as Torey pulled on her hair and neck because it was really hard. Kelsey is doing all the talking, the DAs barely say anything. Kelsey talks about getting back into the Escalade with Meg and says we didn't have a pushback about getting in the car and didn't even consider calling 911. LAPD officers pulled them over at gunpoint a few minutes later, and Kelsey was jailed and Meg was handcuffed in an ambulance. Wow. I'm speechless, y'all. But what are y'all thinking? We want to know, so leave your thoughts below and don't forget to like this video, share this content, and if it's your first time here, be sure to sub to this channel for more. And be sure to also hit that bell to join the notification gang. PettyBlog.com signing out.